Okay, guys, so this is another war. We're knocking out these videos all on the same day. You're probably not getting them all on the same day, but hey, it's me recording all in one day. This is versus SUFG. We've never played these guys. I don't think I've ever played them in any. Well, maybe in Odin's Almighty. I can't remember, but yeah. Pretty new for. We didn't like have any notes on their defense or anything, so I brought in. I was taking a completely different path, so we're gonna do no overlays this time, and I'll see you again at the end screen, right? So I'm taking path 2 to 3, mostly because there was a Mephisto on node 30, the all or nothing node, and I don't have any. Well, I have a blade, right? I could take a blade, but I didn't have any invulnerability. Did I have an invulnerability boost? I may have. But it's only a rank 4 blade, and so we decided to send a rank 5 blade over there, and I was to take the Dismay node instead, right? So this first champion is Mystic. The reason I took Vision with Beardo is because the synergy he has with Beardo is really, really, really strong for fighting Hyperions. Any champion that has power gain and, in general, slow power gain, because what it does is the synergy that Captain America has when you pair him with Vision is that he makes it so that every time a champion uses their special attack, whatever power is remaining to them is also drained. So really strong for champions like Hyperion who are gaining power while they're using their special attack. Really, really, really good. So, can't stress that enough. So strong for fighting Hyperions. And there's a Hyperion on the Dismay node, and so I was going to have class disadvantage, so I wanted to bridge that gap with whatever I could, and that, to me, was the synergy there. I brought Corvus Glaive because I thought, you know what? On the way, he's pretty safe attacker. I could probably use him to save a little bit of health potions on the way, right? So I said, who's that science champion? I'll probably just take Corvus in there because he can. It's probably like a Spider-Man, and he can maybe get a charge even, charge or two. I think there's a couple Avengers that are science champions. So I go over here. I'm just trying to make sure I do the right node because this is the first time I'm on this lane, and probably the only time. It was just a one-time sort of scenario. I'm looking at these enhanced abilities. I'm like, yeah, it's probably Spider-Man, right? So no problem. Let's just get in there and grab the Corvus Glaive and knock this one out before moving on to the real part of the war. But I'm just checking. I'm like, this is kind of a long node. You know, it's got a lot of little things going on. Enhanced bleed. Who could be on enhanced bleed? And holy shoot, holy crap, I'm screwed. I'm totally screwed. This is a 455 duped 5-star Abomination. Science is no longer safe. So I think next season I'm probably going to have to invest in Scouter Lens. Should have picked up one of those Carbonadium cores for that, but it's just 200 something units that I'm missing out on. But look at this poison damage. It's crazy. It's like 100 per poison or something, like 100 something per poison. And I can't. I know Corvus. So here's what I'm trying to do. At this point, I'm like, okay, I'm dead, right? I'm dead. I can't. I have to intercept. But can I take 47% of his health back with just 7 glaive charges? I can't even take a blocked hit because I'll lose the glaive charges. So I have to. I'm backing up against the wall, thinking I'll just do a light intercept against the wall. Let's do this, you know. So I'm doing basically. I wasted a light attack there. That was just me trying to get in the rhythm. So now I'm back into as close as I can. Another a light medium, another light medium. Something a little bit there. I throw a special one. I get him down to 22%. I really was close, guys. I was really close, but I didn't know what to do, and I end up dying against the wall. One more medium attack wouldn't have killed him. So, that was my fault for not scouting properly, but come on, this guy, who has a 455 Abomination already? This is what happens when you get up to Savage Squad's been doing really good. We're in Plat 1. We've got like over 3,000 war rating now, and so we're going to start seeing stuff like this. We're going to probably see 455 Electros as well, and Doctor Stranges maybe. So I got to be ready for all those. So I'm probably going to have Scouter Lens next season, find a mastery build that'll work with that. But yeah, for now, I like my mastery build, and I like the path I'm on and everything over there on 7.6, and there's not a lot. The most difficult fight doesn't really need to be scouted. It's the all or nothing boss. So anyway. This Hyperion is making me scared, super scared, so I'm boosting as much as I can without going crazy. I throw in the invulnerability boost just in case I can't seem to You know, if I do take a hit, I'm going to be taking the dismay damage. So I want to make sure that at least the hit that I do take doesn't do any damage to me, if that makes any sense. I want the most time with the degen on me to be able to close the fight out and get the win. So that's why I put the invulnerability boost on. I did dual Hyperion a few times with my lower ranked vision, and it was, it was fine. This is going to be a long fight. I got the class disadvantage. You can interrupt. You can definitely interrupt his heavy attack like that. I already have him at 3 bars of power, so I'm getting like, oh crap, am I already going to take an L3? Wouldn't be the biggest deal. The degen at a 16 combo is not very much, but you can see I'm taking those blocked hits in order to get my power bar just a little bit up, and then I can power drain him with 3 bars of power. Finally, he starts getting the idea that I have power burn as an ability, and he's going to have to throw a special if he wants to use any specials this match. So we do get him kind of in the rhythm, right? Once Hyperion gets into his stride, he's much more cooperative. So I throw another special attack there. I can see there's definitely some lag going on. That was not in the game. This fight went smooth for me, at least in the game. So I know some people have been having a lot of lag lately, but this was not lag in the game. This was lag on my computer. I think it's probably happening right now as I'm loading the video, but. Yeah, so I'm using my special 1 a lot. I know you could be using your special 2, but for me, when I have the opportunity to throw to keep him under a bar of power, it's very safe for me. And with synthesis going on, I'm always going to be able to get to that next special 1 probably before he gets to a special 3. So my combo is fairly high now that if I did take an L3. The degen would be pretty sad. it would be bad. I think it's like equal to your combo, so maybe it would be like 78 a tick or 80 a tick now. So I'm getting very nervous. This is why and he is immune to debuffs. If you didn't know about this node either. So I'm trying to keep him on his wall. That feels the safest for me. I feel like I'm close to an L2, so I'm going to go for that one again. 3 bars of power drained from this guy. That's a good 11,200 power burn damage. Really happy with that. I intercept his heavy again because he does have that long delay before the second round of punches after the first punch. He throws some combos into me, but I wasn't sure if he ended on a light or a medium. I don't have a lot of Hyperion experience, so I didn't want to go. Sometimes when they end on a light, they recover a little faster. I don't know. I just didn't want to risk punishing that. But yeah, I closed the fight out, and everything's okay. So thank God. I did die to the Abomination, of course. So that's super embarrassing. But my officers are so nice. They said, don't worry about it. Nobody could have predicted that one. And even the guys in SUFG were saying, can't wait to see your reaction when you during the video that I'm gonna make with that Abomination. So you guys, you got me good, definitely. I won't fall for that again though. Science means no Corvus anymore because there's too many counters. You've got the Electro and you've got the Abomination as well. So I'm not gonna be taking anybody in that's a Corvus into any Science champions. So I get into this one. This is the what is that node called? It's Burden of Might. So if you have a buff on you, you will be losing lots of power. So I end up actually throwing this L3, and I think L3s don't. So you see my 20 hits, and then he got damaged by a special after that. I think they don't count towards canceling out his Thunder Wrath of the Gods, or whatever you call it, Boon of the Gods. So I was like, oh, that's strange. I'll try this again. But I really thought that I was clear to throw an L3 and power burn him. Luckily, Thor Ragnarok seems to have like a taunt on him when he is under Boon of the Gods. And the reason I'm not using L2s is mostly because I didn't realize this, but this node actually gives me more power for striking him than I would normally get. I'm getting a lot of power. So he's under the Boon of the Gods again. It didn't get canceled or anything. But this now I'm catching on. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna use my specials because those aren't working, and he goes down. So great little fight there. Took barely any damage with that regen boost on. The chip damage was pretty minimal, and I'm just waiting for I think that's Dorito going in. I'm just checking my boost. I'm like, oh, okay. I got a regen boost for a little bit longer. That'd be kind of nice if I could get in there. Are you gonna get out of that fight, Dorito, anytime soon? I think it's Dorito. He's got 565 Hyperion, so going up against a tech champion there is is a pretty sweet deal. I can't remember who it was though. I'm trying to have a think. I was like looking at his champions. I was like, okay, I think it's Hyperion. Who knows? Who it actually is? But and then I saw the Path 5 guy go into Killmonger. Normally I'd cut this out, but it was just like everyone's sort of moving. It was kind of cool to see everybody moving. I'm checking my boost. I'm just like, hey, am I going to be able to get in here without my boost running out or what? So. But yeah, I wanted to say definitely a couple things about Captain Beardo here. I forgot to mention during the fight that if you noticed, every time he threw a special, he was getting power drained back to 0, which is insane for Vision. You can notice the ability to control Hyperion's power was much higher than normal, and that's a pretty crazy thing. So I have to take that into consideration when doing the rank ups. But for now, I'm still focusing on Quake, I think, as my target champ for those rank up materials. We'll see though. We'll see. We will definitely see. So Dorito gets out of the fight. I'm ready to go in. Yeah, as I'm saying it, oh my god, it's crazy. I'm sure you guys have had this experience as well when you're thinking about rank ups. You go back and forth on a daily basis on who you're going to rank up, and I've been doing that a lot too, and I cannot decide between Quake and Beardo. The thing about Quake is she's non-existent. And the thing about Beardo is he needs about Sig 200, and I only have about 56 stones. So that's a thing too, right? So I was thinking this was going to be a Void. The officer said that they've seen Void on here a lot. Other people have taken this path, but it turns out to be a Quake. So I'm like, oh, thank God, because I struggle fighting Void, don't I? I mean, I'm not very good at it. So Quake with Breakthrough, I'm going to be doing more and more damage. She does Dexterity. That's happened to me a couple times lately. I throw my special 2 just to get some breathing room, and I get the intercept there. I had to get the intercept because when I'm power draining all the time, baiting heavies is a thing. I can do that, but versus Quake, it's really risky. So I'm trying not to bait heavies. I'm trying to I don't know what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get into a rhythm, but I can't seem to get in a rhythm. Quake's got me jarred. Now I finally seem to sink into it a little bit. She comes at me. I get the stand-up intercept. Let's go Vision. Another special one. Get the stand-up. Oh, she doesn't fall for it. But I go back, get the light intercept. Oh, we are in business now. And this is why I ranked up Magic. I think ranked up Magic because this is similar to Magic gameplay, and it is so fun when you get in that rhythm. It's risky. You feel like everything's on the line, but it's so much fun. But anyway, I'm pretty sure that's it. Yes, that is it for my contribution this war. I didn't have to take anybody else besides that Hyperion mini-boss. Got a little bit of a breather. I've been taking 2 mini-bosses occasionally, which is fine. The second mini-boss, Node 48, is pretty easy, and it's just like Kinetic Reactor and Plagued Mind, and so not a big deal, but you do have to be careful, especially with that Plagued Mind. So went to 5-1, got another death, so I'm 39-5 for the season. Probably my worst season so far. And look at the glory as well. I've spent 8,500 glory on items so far, which is insane. But take a look. We're now 5-2, and we're in Platinum 1. We're like rank number 4 or something like that. It's crazy. And so I think the glory spending is going up. The deaths are sort of going up, but also the ranks going up. So, you kind of spend more to get more is kind of how I'm looking at it. And all this is just a result of really, really good leadership on the part of our officers in Savage Squad. These guys cannot thank you guys enough. I think in our battle group we've got 3 officers, maybe even 4, I don't know. But they're all just constantly telling us where to go, shuffling us around. They're making sure we're set up in the best scenario and giving us the best chance to do well. So it's really cool. And it's a good time to be part of the Savage Squad. So things can turn around. We've had really bad matchups in the past. And we've gone from Plat 1 to down to Plat 2, and then it's all over the place. But the most important thing is we're having fun, And even when we're in Plat 2, we're still having fun because it's a good group of guys. But rambling on, guys. I just rambling. It's because I've been making lots of videos today, so I'm just kind of in the rhythm. So I'm going to end it right there. Take care, guys. And yeah, we'll see you soon for war number 8.